This is Latchford Railway Viaduct near Warrington, and it crosses the Manchester Ship Canal. And it's an abandoned line, and this is an abandoned railway viaduct, and it's just been left to rot since the 1980s. I've been through hell just to get here, so I'm definitely going to have a look down here and make it all worthwhile. So come on, let's have a look. So here I am at the start, and that bridge up there is where I'm going to be starting off from. That is the Stockport to Warrington line. It's an abandoned line, and that is where I'm kicking off. So the Warrington to Stockport railway line was opened in 1853, originally only going as far as Broadheath near Timperley, and only extended out to the town of Stockport after 1866. However, in 1885 plans were approved for the construction of the Manchester Ship Canal, at the time one of the world's longest artificial waterways. The canal would allow ocean-going vessels to bypass the expensive Liverpool docks and deliver goods directly to Manchester, enabling it to have Britain's third busiest port despite being more than 40 miles inland. Now the problem was that the route of the canal cut right through the railway line near the village of Latchford, and so a huge viaduct was built, 185 metres long in total and nearly 30 metres high, allowing ships to pass underneath. It was completed in 1893. The line eventually closed to passengers in 1962 and then to freight services in the 1980s. The viaduct had fallen into such a state of disrepair that it was considered too expensive to fix, and so the entire line was lost. I just want to show you very quickly where I'm going today. I'm actually starting off where the line crossed the Latchford Canal, which was a very short canal linking the River Mersey to the Ship Canal. So I'm going to be heading along the track bed shown here in green to the viaducts, which is indicated in yellow. But before I do that, I just want to show you a quick photo. Now this is Latchford Station, which was just to the west of the viaduct and closed when the line closed to passengers in the 1960s. Now the whole line hadn't had much investment, and I believe Latchford Station was still gaslit even by the 60s. There's nothing left of that station to see today, unfortunately. It's quite good this, because all four rails are still here, which is it's quite a thing actually. It's nice to walk along here, despite all the trees, but that just adds a bit of character to it. Do you know what I mean? Right, it's become really overgrown now. It's just thistles and brambles and all sorts, spiky ones, all the spiky ones. Anyway, it's slow progress, but yeah, I feel like I should have brought a machete or something with me. Ah, shithead, that was a bloody nightmare. It's so overgrown back there. I feel like I've just been through the wars. I think I've hit a bridge now, so I think it's going to start clearing, hopefully. So part of the problem with this line is that it's quite elevated, it's really high up, and it means you're quite visible to a lot of people. I mean, down here there's people just staring at me, in this car centre down here, so yeah, just get a leg on I think. First obstacle of the day, this bridge has got two metal fences that I've got to pass, so that's annoying. I still love that both lines are still here, left and right. They're all overgrown. They're probably overgrown all what I've just been walking, but you just can't see them. So yeah, they've just been sort of left where they were. Yeah, it's nice, it's got a kind of eerie feel to it. So I did another video recently about the Timperley to Cadishead line. Now you can actually walk down there, it's fairly easy to walk down, not like this. but I didn't manage to get on the Caddy's Head Viaduct because it's all blocked off with shipping containers. So I'm getting quite close to Viaduct now, and I really hope I can get on it. Well, that was harder than it's supposed to be. Actually, I think you can see the viaducts turning up through them trees. Let's go have a look. I think we're there. So I've made it at last to the end of the line, and this is it. This is Latchford Railway Viaduct. It's a cracking view from up here. We're so high up. That's obviously the Ship Canal. You can see all the way downstream or down water, and then a couple of bridges. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful day. So obviously can't be up here very long. From where I am, I'm quite elevated, quite high up, and I think a lot of people could see me if they wanted to. I'm at the Warrington side of the Ship Canal, so the west of the Ship Canal, if you like. And this is the fence I've had to get around in order to get here. So let's turn the camera around. Look at that, beautiful. So I'm pretty conscious at this point that the floor of this thing is pretty rotten, pretty rusted, and there's big holes in it. So I'm walking along the rail. I don't know if you can see that over my shoulder, because it's probably the safest thing to walk along. I am really exposed to a lot of houses up here. I've not even got on the thing properly, so I can't be up here very long. I can hear people talking down there. So let's see what we can see. Probably not a good time to point out that I'm not the best person for heights. I'm not scared of heights really, but I'm not a big fan of them. And also I'm not very good at balancing, so a double threat today. Yeah, this is me in my element, I think. Brilliant. Right, you'll have to forgive me if I keep looking away from the camera. The rail I'm stood on is sort of doing that a little bit, so my balance is a bit funny. And I'm over the water now, by the way. I'm over the Manchester Ship Canal. You see that down there? I'll try and get better angle if I can. Look at that, loads of water pooled in there, all the way along. Nice. Goldfish bowl there. And look at that over there. Nice hole straight down to the water, through the iron or steel, whatever it is, iron. Yeah, well that's good. That's encouraging. It's about as safe as I can be right now. You know what, if I was a proper urbexer, I'd be all over this. I'd be climbing up there, do you know what I mean? But I'm not, I'm just a bit of an idiot, I think. And that hole down there, it's pretty far down. I'll try and show you. Don't drop the camera. Right, so yeah, like I say, if you're proper urbexer, you'd be all over this. This would be great, this would be cracking. I just feel like a guy who's found himself doing the wrong kind of YouTube channel. But yeah, we're about halfway along the viaduct now, nearly halfway over the water. So let's try and get some shots of the surrounding. I just stepped across onto this pipey thing under my feet, and then I realised that there was a bit of a drop down the other side, so let's have a look at that. Nice to see AC/DC represented there. I wonder how long that's been there. I'm nearly at the other side now, so what I'm going to do, get to the fence over there, and then we're going to come back on myself down the other side of this line, and we'll be looking on the other side of the viaduct. Yeah, I might sit down on my butties now actually, it's quite comfortable there. Getting used to it. Although, look at this. So we've got water down there, which is the Ship Canal, and we've got water over here, which is the Viaduct. So I suppose at some point I should do a bit of a public service announcement. You can actually see how much this bridge has corroded over the years. I mean, look at that down there, there's so many layers there that are just corroded and come away. Basically what you've got left is the bare bones of the skeleton. It couldn't take much of a load up here, and I don't think it could take much of a footprint either. So if they did reopen this one day, they'd have to tear it down and just rebuild the whole thing. So these could be the last days of this viaduct. Right, so I actually just got off the rail and stood on the like the iron down there, because I thought at that point that was dry land, and technically it is dry land because it's not over the canal anymore, but it's also over a road, so there's another archway there, there's another hole where the cars can pass under. So I was just walking along all casual and stuff, and my foot went through a little bit, just a little bit, but enough to make me shit myself, and yeah, really make some really difficult life questions. Anyway, I'm at one end now, so it's a bit late for all that. I think I'll have a look here, and then I'm going to have to go back on myself because I've got no other choice. So if I just show you this down here, you can see how thin the sheets of metal are that I'm walking on when you're on the viaduct. Right, so to make matters worse, there's some guys doing a roof on a house down there, and every few seconds I kept hearing a bang and I had no idea what it was. I only just figured it out. So there you go, it's the end of the video. It was a very short video, but yeah, really exciting. I love doing that. That was just my little thing. That yeah, if you did like it, give us a like and subscribe. Leave us a comment if you want. This was actually recommended to me after I did the Caddy's headline off somebody writing a comment under the video. So yeah, brilliant, nice one, mate. If you want me to do anything else, if you want me to have a look, I'm all open to suggestions. But for now, cheers, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.